This is Dr. Lotus Riché sharing with you 15, count 'em, 15 minutes of success coming to you with successful entrepreneurs from all around the globe that's going to share with you what they do so you can be successful too. Come on! Please welcome those and the CEO at Kevin Thornton Consulting LLC, directly from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome, Kevin Thornton. 15 minutes of success is all it takes. Welcome to 15 minutes of success. Success is in the eye of the beholder. See it, create it, and what's good, folks? This is your lady, Dr. Lotus Riché, and I'm here with 15 minutes of success because 15 minutes of success, sometimes that's all you need, right? So today I have my amazing guest, Mr. Kevin Thornton, coming in from Atlanta, Georgia. He is an author. He's a transformational coach. He is a show host, and he's an award-winning trainer. Put your hands together and share this with people all over the world. And by the way, I just want to say, when you come in, go ahead and let us know where you're coming in from. And before Kevin comes in, go ahead and put some L's in the chat. Put some L's in the chat. We want to give them some love. We want to give them some love. We want to give them some light. So without further ado, let me present to you my friend, your friend, and a coach that's going to help you win, Mr. Kevin Thornton.
Hey there, I like Kevin. That intro. I like that intro.
Thank you. Thank you so much. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Blessed. How you doing, man? I'm blessed.
If I was any better, man, it would be two of me telling two of you the same thing. I got it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's get right into it, Kevin.
2024 has been great so far already.
All right. Fantastic. I'm loving that. So let's get right into this, Kevin. It's without question that you and I, we go a ways back. And, you know, a lot of what we've done is we've helped a lot of people really learn about how to be healthy. And I got to tell you, Kevin, when I met you some years back, it was just so amazing to know that you were and still are in the realm of helping people really achieve the life goals that they need to achieve by doing what? Yeah, being healthy. And so we've got people from all over. We've got Shiandra in Atlanta, Georgia. She's here. Great to see you, Shiandra, because that's how we met, right? Through Shiandra.
Yeah.
Right. And then we got Augusta, Georgia in the house. Jennifer McNeil, Miss Fitness herself. Yeah, she's in the house. Shirley Evans is in the house. Aaron Hicks, we see you. Angela Elting from Washington, D.C. We got some folks from the Philippines in here. Oh, my goodness. So, listen, we're going to get right into this thing. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. Please share this. Tag somebody. Share this. Go to our YouTube. Please go to our YouTube. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And if you have a YouTube channel and you would like us to subscribe to your channel as well, go ahead. Once you subscribe to our channel, take a screenshot, send that to us, let us know, because we want to subscribe to your channel as well. So, Kevin, let's get into it.
Yes,
15 minutes of success today with Kevin Thornton. I've told the people a little bit about you, but Kevin, would you please tell the folks a bit more about who Kevin Thornton, the wellness architect, is?
Well, first of all, thank you again for having me on the show. I am a life coach, an author, a son, a friend, a spin instructor, fitness instructor, an entrepreneur. It all started back probably like 11, 12 years ago. I was on a journey trying to figure out what my life purpose was. And one day I was listening to the Michael Basin show, and he had Iyanla Vanzant on the show. And she felt led to offer a free 9-week coaching session to the first 100 Black men. And I was one of the 100. And that's when I found out my why. And after the 9 weeks, I ended up going, get my master's in psychology, get my certification in life coaching, and then I also got it in holistic health coaching, and the rest is history.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Short, sweet, and to the point. See how he did? If you like that, go ahead and put a number 5 in the chat. Put a number 5 in the chat. Sweet, short, and to the point. So, Kevin, I want to ask you, because many of us, especially in the past couple of years, we've come to realize that our health is our wealth, and we've always said that our health is our wealth. And the first person that we lead is ourselves, and we want to lead ourselves to excellent health. So we're going to talk today, folks, about some ways that we can actually lead ourselves to excellent health, but we have to be our first mentors. So, Kevin, why is mentorship so important when it comes to your 15 minutes of success, understanding that mentorship breeds success?
Mentorship is very important because you need someone to mentor you to help you get to where you're trying to go. You can't get anywhere you're
Right.
trying to go by yourself. You have to be able to align
Hmm.
yourself and allow God to align you with people who is like-minded
Yes.
individuals with you that's going to help you take it to the next level. But then also, as you get people to help you take you to the next level, you have to also be
Hmm.
able to mentor other people so you can bring somebody up with you as
Hmm.
well. So mentorship is good to
Exactly.
receive it, but also to give it as well.
Okay, I'm loving that. I'm loving that. And if you would, we want a little secret sizzling sauce. Can you tell us who's been one of your mentors that has helped you get to where you are today?
Um, I would say, if I'm being honest, you. Uh, it's funny because
Oh,
I met you on my podcast, and from
yep,
there we built this friendship, brotherhood, sisterhood, and from there,
yep,
if I'm honest, you pushed me out my comfort zone certain things. You have a
yeah,
big picture, this idea at certain
yeah.
things. So when it came down, so then
Mhm.
at the right time you became my co-host with me on the
Yes,
podcast, and you continued to push me to do something different. And so even when we stopped because of COVID, you continue to
yep,
push me to see, okay,
yeah.
this is how you need to do it. When it's time for you to come back, you should do it this way and think bigger.
Mhm.
And so I thank you for that because now as I'm relaunching,
Wow.
I have a bigger perspective of what I want to do and how I'm going to do it.
Wow, this is amazing. Kevin, I just want to thank you for sharing that. Man, you're gonna make me cry. Wow. Um, I just want to thank you because it means a lot to me to know that the work that I'm doing here on the planet is helping to change lives and helping to inspire people. And again, 15 minutes of success. Again, folks, when you share, yourself and you expect the best from yourself and exude that, people can expect the best from themselves. And I always tell people, share, don't keep it to yourself, because when you
Right.
share it, you help other people achieve their 15 minutes of success. So thank you so much, Kevin, for sharing that. I greatly appreciate it. Um,
Mhm.
and I challenge you folks, put in the chat who has inspired you, who has been a mentor to you, and why is mentorship so important to you all? Because we go into the chat, and I want to be able to highlight some of you. Okay, so education. Let's talk about education, because you said that not only did I inspire you, but I talked to you and share with you about some ways that you can do something different, as
Mhm.
because we always recreate ourselves. Okay, we have
Right.
to be fluid and flexible. So let's talk about education, because I've shared some things with you, but what has education done for you to help you be successful? And I want you to take the full spotlight on that.
Education means a lot. For me to be successful where I'm at right now, I had to go back to school and I got my master's in psychology. And from there, I went and got my certification because it's not just enough to just a degree in psychology, but I had to also get the tools I needed to be an effective life coach, know what to say and how to ask the probing questions and all that, and know how to get and people become the best version of them. Then as I go build the platform that I'm building, I still had to educate myself on the platforms to how I can reach the masses. And in that, us being a certain age, being open to new things that's going to help you reach more people at the same time. So even with this, with StreamYard and these podcasts, I had to be more open, but also educate myself on how to use these platforms to be intentional and be obedient to my divine assignment. And if I learn to how to use it for my best self, then I can reach more people, and then I can bless others while He blesses me.
Wow. Was
And
that powerful? Was that powerful? Was that powerful? Go ahead and put a number 10 in the comment if that was powerful, because you've shared a whole bunch in that one breath. What you shared was that not only did you look at your divine purpose in life, okay, you you show gratitude for the
right,
things you've been through. You've educated yourself. And I often say, ask yourself, who is the giver, the getter, the taker, and who are you? You educated yourself, so you became a giver to yourself because you went back.
right,
And like you, I have a psychology degree as well, because a psychology degree can help you learn the psychology of yourself first. So you got to be the
absolutely,
giver to yourself, and then you got to be the getter. You got to get the information, and then you got to be the taker. You got to take the information in. Okay.
right.
So I absolutely love that you said that, and that education is so important. But here's what I got. Here's what I got, that you believed in yourself enough to go get the education, because a lot of times we don't think we smart enough,
Mhm.
but you showed you showed different, and I absolutely love that. So I want to look at some of the folks here. Wow, it's so many people coming in, and we're so happy to have you, and we're going to come and we're going to read some of your comments. So put your comments in here, and make sure, and thank you for the tens. If you haven't put in your 10 in here, go ahead and put your 10 in here. We see you. Toyin Wiggins is coming in. I think she's coming in from Africa. Folks, let us know where you coming in from. Yeah, from Nigeria, Africa. Fantastic. And we have folks in here from Asia. So education is key. So I'm going to go down because I saw a comment. There we go. From Jennifer McNeil. She said, education opens the door. However, the individual solidifies the sale.
Mhm.
Wow.
Absolutely.
What would you say about that, Kevin? What would you say about that?
That's very powerful and very true. You get all the education in the world, but it's up to you
Awesome. I love it.
to solidify the sale. Because at the end of the day, I could all the information I could have on psychology, health, and wellness, but if I don't showcase it, give it out, let the people know what I have to offer, then I can't sell nothing because nobody knows or understand what I know. So it's up to me to be
Exactly.
a vessel of light and explain what everybody what I know and show the education that I have received based on how I present all my information.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. I love that. It solidifies the sale. And here's the thing, folks, you got to get out there. You got to get out there. You got to be seen, because if nobody knows about you, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? If you know whose fault it is, put it in the chat. If nobody sees you, whose fault is that? Y'all put that in the chat, because when we go to a quick commercial break, we're gonna come back and we're gonna explore those things. We're going to explore those things. We're going to go through a quick commercial break. Thank you for joining the show today. This has been your commercial break. Bam, we're back at you. Okay. All right. So Dr. Yamaja Jubilee says BYOV. Bring your own voice. That's right. You got to bring your own voice. If nobody hears your voice, guess what? They can't hear your message. And Toyin Wiggins, all the way in Nigeria, Africa, said, it's your fault. If people don't know about you, it's your fault. Jennifer says you got to walk the walk and talk the talk. Yes, sirree. And let's get back to this education. Education is something that no one can take from you, and it offers you to go to a higher level of self. But it also can take you where others will not go or cannot go because they have not invested in themselves. Great mentors need great mentors. I absolutely love it. So let's talk about our mindset, because I know that this is one of the other tips you wanted to give in 15 Minutes of Success, the mindset. Why is it so critically important to have a great, powerful mindset and really be open to thought? Because you said, I've given you some tips and you said, hey, I'm going to implement this to help myself. So we know that you educated yourself, which helped to open the door. Okay. But you also elevated your mindset. Talk to us about that.
The mindset is key to everything. What you put into your mind, positive or negative, is what's going to be attracted to you. And so if you have a negative mindset, you can't be expected more but to have negativity come to you. And you gotta have a positive mindset at all costs, even through rough times. When it's rough times, you can't say why me. You have to ask God, what is the lesson I need to learn today? And in those tough times, the mindset got also tell you to show gratitude in that tough time, because that's when you're gonna learn all your lessons. So the mindset is very key in your evolution to who you're trying to become. And so, when I talk to my clients, that's what we got to focus on. If you have a certain belief, the question I ask you is, who's the narrative of that story? Who told you that?
That's good. That's great.
Who told you that story? Great.
I love
Who told you that story? And if you told you that story, where you get it from? And now we need to release that narrative and create the true narrative of who you are and who you're striving to be. So narrative mindset is very important.
I love that. Who narrates your story? Who narrates your story? Do you even know? Do you even know? And now I'm gonna do a plug. I'm gonna do a plug because this is 15 Minutes of Success. We want you to be successful. Harnessing your thoughts, take the reins, control your life, and win. And we're gonna talk about another book coming up here shortly that Kevin wrote. And we want to invite you to get that book. So Kevin, I absolutely love that you talked about who's narrating our story, our mindset, our inner conversation, because that is so impactful. And we got to have you back on the show and just talk totally about mindset one day. Would y'all like for us to just talk about mindset one day? If so, put a 20 in the comment on 15 Minutes of Success. Mindset, getting your mindset straight. Don't debate, don't wait too late, get your mindset straight. Okay, so let's talk about executing. So we know that when whatever vocation we're in, we got to have great mentorship, we got to have great education, we got to have an excellent and powerful mindset to take us from good to great, so that we can be excellent. But we have to execute, because a lot of times we do a lot of this and less action.
You can have the most positive mindset in the world, but if you don't put it into action, it's worth nothing. And and a lot of times we have to get, if you don't execute, the question I've been asking everybody towards the end of the year until now, why? What's the why? What's holding you back from executing what's there for you to do to become the greatest version of yourselves? And it's funny
Mhm.
before I got on this today, I was on the phone with a client. I asked her that because she has all these opportunities coming to her. Her mindset is
Right.
positive, but
Mhm.
she's not executing. So I asked her, what's the
Mhm.
why?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
when we got off the call today, she was like, I know my why. And I said, what's the why? And she said, fear of failure. So the fear of failure prevents her
Woo.
from executing. Knowing she had the opportunities right there, that fear has overcome her to where it prevents her from executing. So you have to
Wow.
execute, and if you're not executing, you gotta ask yourself why. What's holding you back?
Wow.
And
And
once you
in
get
that, in
and
that,
what
and then go ahead.
and once you realize what's holding you back, now you gotta ask God to release it. Release it from you, release it from your
Woo.
spirit,
Woo.
release those shackles. So then therefore you go and execute and see what all the greats on the other side.
Wow. I absolutely love it. We got to release. Now we typically give 5 tips, but he is going in, y'all. We got to release. We got to release the fear. We got to overcome the fear by knowing who you are, by knowing what you are capable of. You can do this. He's done it. I've done it. So
Right.
many of you have done it. Angie says that fear of failure, I can relate. How many of you out there can relate to being fearful that you're going to fail? If you can relate to being fearful that you're going to fail, put a 22 in the comment. 22 in the comment. Now I'm going to ask another question once we get these 22s in the comment. Come on. If you have had fear of failure, put a 22 in the comment. Put a 22 in the comment. Because here's one thing. It's without question. Dr. Yamai just said, you hold the vision in the theater of your mind, guided by your heart. But yet, some of us don't have
Yeah.
the courage to move forward because of the fear that we are paralyzed by. Right. So,
Right.
again, we have to know who the narrative of our story is, like Miss Angie is saying here. Right. So, if you have had fear, okay, if you have had fear of failure, put 22 in the chat. Trust the truth and tolerance. Know the truth about yourself. And a lot of us don't want, Kevin, we don't want to say that we've been fearful because we've been told that
Mhm.
fear or being vulnerable, telling people we're afraid makes us puny, but it makes us strong. Because here's the
Right.
thing, there's no action, the thoughts won't matter. It's just a draft. Woo! That's huge. That's huge.
I like
And
that.
then Miss K said, one failure is not even trying. So if you don't try to see where you're fearful, then the fear can really overtake you. So you got to trust the process. You got to trust your
Right.
truth. You got to trust your tolerance and tolerate that in the moment that you're fearful, but overcome it. And then Miss Toya Wiggins, what did she say, Kevin?
Fear paralyzes your vision. Face your fear and work your talk period.
All right, fantastic. I love that, Miss Wiggins. I love that. And so Jennifer also said something. What did she say, Kevin?
Fearful of failing is not uncommon. However, if you believe that you can achieve, failure becomes goal setting. Well said.
That's powerful. What do you think about that, Kevin?
What she says on point. I think if I feel like this, if you don't have any sort of fear, the goal is not high enough.
Yep.
The vision is not big enough.
Whoa.
Because if it's not, because wherever your goal is, wherever your vision is, it should scare you because it's something might be hard to reach, and it's going to put you out your comfort zone. If you are able to reach it and you're in your comfort zone, you're not pushing hard enough, and it's more for
I
you.
love
And then what I
I love
understand now is that a lot of times, what the vision I have for myself, usually God's vision for me is higher than what I have for myself. So then, therefore, I have to be ready to take what I thought I wanted for myself and elevate it more because He's going to take me higher than what I already say I wanted for myself.
Mhm. I love it. I love it. Wow. I told y'all 15 minutes of success. 15 minutes of success is all it takes. Now, we have been on the show. Typically, the show is 33 minutes long, and it gives our speaker 15 minutes to really talk to you and share with you. And so now we're going solely to you, Kevin. This is
Okay.
our fifth tip of the day in
Okay.
15 minutes of success as we begin to wrap. Share, don't keep it to yourself. Kevin, why is this so important that we share our tips when it comes to mentorship, being a mentor, being mentored, being educated, educating ourselves, and sharing our knowledge and educating others, having a positive, powerful, and sustainable mindset and executing our mission and our message? Why should we share?
It's important to share because it doesn't do anything. No, it doesn't do you any good to hold it in for yourself. We are supposed to be servant leaders, and that means we have to share and educate people of all our tools that we know that can help them be the best version of themselves. Now, what they do with it is on them. But if we launch, we share the work, share the knowledge, and help motivate them to do better, then all we're going to do is get bigger and better blessings to us because we're being obedient to God, because He wants us to share, because He wants all of His children to be the best version of themselves. And He uses me, you, and others to be vessels to these people to help them be their best version of themselves. Everybody does not know what we know. So it's up to us to share what we know and help them be great. And in that way, He will give us more. And the more we share, the more He gonna give to us.
Exactly. Third law of motion: for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And we have to be together. Togetherness, connect, communicate, and collaborate. That's right. I say this all the time. I don't compete with you. I compete with me. I don't compete with you. We connect and connect and connect. We connect and collaborate. Okay. And when we connect and collaborate, that is a part of overcoming our fears. Because let's face it, back in the day, we were taught to be fearful of people who were in the same market space that we're in. But we
Right.
know better now. We know better now.
It's
So,
funny. It's funny you said that because when
yeah,
I had you come on, when I had you come on as my co-host, that
yep,
was a question people asked me in the private. Why would you have another life coach on the show with you? You know, she's going to take away from you. I said,
yep,
no, because who's for me is for me, and who's for her is for her. And there's no crab in the barrel mentality because it's good to
exactly,
have two different perspectives. And my perspective may attract a certain type of people. Your perspective might attract a certain type of people. And it's okay. We all gonna win. At the end of the day,
exactly.
our job is to help people be their best self. Who does it? It's enough for both of us to do it.
Exactly. And so we are going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back with our final words for the show today from Mr. Kevin Thornton. And we want to invite you to also get his book. And we're going to talk briefly about the book. And then we want you all to connect with him. So we want to pay some bills and we want to be thankful to our sponsors. And so if you are having any financial challenges and you need a financial coach, you might want to hear from the sponsor of the show today, Sabrina Protic.
If you live without income for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe even 5 years, you might be thinking, well, that's a silly question. Well, is it? What if some medical event occurs in your life where you no longer can be the superstar in your household and generate that income? Or what about a planned event where your income comes to a sudden stop? Perhaps your employment has been terminated or your business has ceased operating. Are you prepared with a backup financial income? Or what about those voluntary events in life where you decide it's time to disconnect, perhaps retire, stop working? Do you have a backup income plan or something in place? I'm Sabrina Protic, your financial coach, helping you develop an income plan. Your financial tomorrow depends on what you do today.
Connect with me for a bright and secure financial future.
I absolutely love it. Be sure to connect with the sponsor of the show today, Sabrina Protic. She will definitely help you get to where you're going financially and handle some of those financial pain points. And so, Kevin, I want to talk to you about your book and how people can follow you and what's next for Kevin Thornton. Okay. So tell us how people can follow you first and foremost.
They can follow me on Facebook at Kevin Thornton. That's my public page. I'm also could be reached at Instagram at the Wellness Architect, and also on Twitter as
Mhm.
Mr. Kevin Thornton. Also, you could
Okay.
follow me on my website. My website is www.kevinlthorntonconsulting.com. That's where you can find my books, schedule appointments, and all that kind of good stuff. And
Okay, I'm
also,
absolutely loving it.
she just put on there too my Etsy store where you could get my journals, but also you can get I hope you see it, my hoodie, which I am showcasing now. It says I am love. And the reason why I created this hoodie or t-shirt is because we all are created of the image and likeness of God. God is love. So therefore
Yes.
I am love, you are love. And that should be one of your affirmations. You should say daily, which is I am love, and set the intentions every day to walk, act, speak
Mhm.
in love. Because we walk in love, then love comes back to you.
All right, I absolutely love it. So can we take a quick break and share this? I am love. I am love. Can you say that? I am love and put it in the chat, somebody. If you believe that you are love and you are from love and you are designed by love, go ahead and put that in the chat. Put that in the chat. I am love. And so, Kevin, I want to take a moment to share where folks can get your book. Okay. Where can people go and get your book? Because let's
Mhm.
face it, you have written a fabulous book. You're an award-winning trainer, and so where can they go and get your book?
Um, Right now, the best place to get the book is through my website. So they go to my website, www.kevinlthorntonconsulting.com. It will go straight into the page where you could buy the book, and then I will send it to you directly. And if you buy it today through Lotus's show, I will also send you a signed copy of the book.
Woo, that's awesome. That's awesome. So make sure you go to www.kevinthorntonconsulting.com. www.kevinthorntonconsulting.com. Kevin, did I say www.kevinthorntonconsulting.com? I hope
You
I
sure
did
did.
because you can get his amazing book. It will change your life. Kevin, you want to tell them a bit about what the book is about? Because they might not just want to get it for themselves, but they also might want to make this gift a book to someone that needs it.
Yes, especially right now for me, I feel like 2024 is the year of the man. So just because you are a female, the books are good for females as well because it's a book of inspiration, motivation, and redemption. So it's 20 men of all different walks of life who are life coaches, personal trainers, motivational speakers, telling their story and their journeys, how they became who they are. So it's going to inspire you. It's going to motivate you. It's going to be a tear jerker as well because for me, um, I was put on this journey by a friend grandmother. So she wasn't blessed enough to be alive to see me at my best. So that story was dedicated to her. So it's gonna be something that even though it says 20 beautiful men, women will learn a lot from it as well too. But for me, ladies who's listening, if you have a man in your life, husband, son, nephew, friend that needs to some motivation, some inspiration, this would be a good stocking stuffer for them to read.
All right. I love it. I love it. I wanted you to say that one more time, Kevin. I wanted you to just be in the shot yourself. Please say that one more time.
Um, yeah, so the ladies who's listening, I see a lot of ladies watching the show that I hope you get it for yourself, first of all, because you will learn a lot from the book as well. It will inspire you, it will educate you, and it will empower you. But more importantly, if you have a man in your life, whether that's your husband, your son, your nephew, your friend, whoever that may be, and they're in the space of they're trying to elevate their best version, or you just want to give them something to inspire them, give them this book. It will help them change their life. Because for me, 2024 is the year of the man, and we want to make our men become the best version of themselves as you all are creating the best version of you.
I love it. And Dr. Yamai just said, I am made in love, by love, for loving, period. I am loved. Ashe, ashe. And we
I love
see
that.
you. Thank you so much, Dr. Jubilee. We absolutely love you. And thank you, Miss Joy Anderson. We see you. We see you, Miss Angie. We see you. We see you, Miss Yvonne Jackson Starr. We see you. She's coming in from New Jersey. And if you haven't put where you coming in from, please put that there. And we see Dr. Dorothy Mae Ross. She said, I am surrounded by men, brothers, sons, and grandsons. So, Dr. Dorothy Mae Ross, we invite you to make sure that you get Kevin's book. It is already in the chat on your side. Please make sure you get it and connect. So I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today on 15 Minutes of Success. We hope that we have shared some love with you. Not only love, but love and life. And make sure you connect with Kevin. Make sure you join his programs. Go to his website. Check him out on all social media platforms. And also, please, 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 go to his YouTube. This is the year that we are helping people build their YouTube like never before because you know platforms pay. Okay, I said that. You heard it here. Platforms pay. Okay, so let's build up each other's platforms. Let's go ahead and get his book, get his hoodies, build up his platform, and let him build up your platform. If you would like to have Mr. Kevin Thornton on your show, please reach out to me, or you could reach out to Mr. Kevin himself. You see his information down below and get him on your show because there's somebody in your network that needs to hear what he has to say. He is an award-winning trainer. He has been hailed award-winning 2 times of the year in Atlanta, Georgia. And you know Atlanta is a big place and they don't take no mess. If you are an award-winning trainer, author, speaker in Atlanta, you know that you had to go up against some other amazing people. So you got to take some notes on this stuff. So with no further ado, we just want to absolutely thank you for being a part of the show today.
Thank you.
Thank you for chiming in. And Kevin, is there anything else that you would like to leave our amazing audience with before we close the show for the day?
Um, just know that you are worthy. You are worthy of all things that is designed for you. All you have to do is go ahead and execute the plan and know that you are worthy to do it and just do it. Stop asking for permission and just do it. Period.
I love it.
Because
I love it.
it's right there waiting for you to do it.
Yep.
And Miss Stephanie, you can purchase the book through my website.
Yep. And we have the website here, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna, Miss Stephanie, since you asked that question, I'm gonna go ahead and put it again here just in case you're just tuning in. And please, folks, share this broadcast with somebody, put it on repeat, help play it, go to YouTube. Please check me out on YouTube as well. Like, share, and ring that bell. And
those who buy the book through my website will get an autographed copy. If you go through the website.
Awesome. Fantastic. So I want to thank you each again. And I want to say again, Kevin, thank you for being here. You're always a wonderful guest. And be on the lookout, folks, for some amazing things that's coming your way from Kevin. Kevin, what's next for you?
My podcast. I'm coming back. I'm already starting to make doing interviews as I speak. I want to come out with a vengeance, so I'm gonna do a commercial to let everybody know I'm coming back, and then showcase who I'm going to start interviewing to bring the excitement to it, and then so I'll be circulating to you to have an interview with you.
Yes,
so
sir.
Ready.
By all means, I absolutely would love to be on your broadcast. So thank you so much again, Kevin. We absolutely love you. If this broadcast has brought you value, has inspired you, has in some way given you any form of value by having Mr. Kevin Thornton on today, please go ahead and put a 100 in the chat. And so with all that shared, we absolutely love you. And we pray, we share, and we greet you with 15 minutes of success, because sometimes that's all it takes. We appreciate you and have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Let's share this with our crowd, because I want you to see Kevin's awesome face. Let's see if we can get it going here again. We had a little technical issue today.
This is Dr. Lotus Riché sharing with you 15 minutes of success, coming to you with successful entrepreneurs from all around the globe that's going to share with you what they do so you can be successful too. Come on! Please welcome the wellness architect, author, certified life and holistic health coach, and the CEO at Kevin Thornton Consulting, LLC, directly from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome, Kevin Thornton. 15 minutes of success is all it takes. Welcome to 15 minutes of success. Success